On a Sunday afternoon in the Bronx, it is time to wrap up the opening weekend of conference play as the visiting Quinnipiac Bobcats take on the host Manhattan Jaspers from Dratty Gymnasium. Welcome to the broadcast booth alongside the former Jasper Nyala Pendergrass, Jake Marsh on hand. Thanks for joining us today. Right now, that deficit is 13, and Matt Blanc trying to make it more. He does. Now 8 of 9 at the free throw line. He's been everywhere.
He's been everywhere, and he's been making a living at that line. I know in halftime, Coach Marsh probably emphasized the need for guarding him without fouling.
The lead is 15 for Quinnipiac, and they continue with the full court pressure on the defensive end. Let's see if Manhattan can chip away. Plenty of time left in this ball game. Ant Nelson had 11 points in the first half. A nice feed. Williams hands it off to Nelson for the layup.
Great cut. Nelson's defender fell asleep. Got him with the basket cut. Simple basketball.
So now it's on the defensive end for Manhattan. Can they get some momentum back? Nearly a turnover, but into the hands of Shinnery.
That's just lucky placement right there. Bobbling the ball. Shinnery was able to get it in with an easy layup.
It's an 11-2 Quinnipiac run right now. Over the last 2 minutes, they have made 10 of their last 11 shots from the floor. Off the ball foul on J.J. Riggins for Quinnipiac. Has some words for Brian Zink, the official. So how does Manhattan chip away here?
Well, they've got to cut down on the turnovers. They've had a couple of turnovers in the beginning of this second half. They got to play better defense. They got to play the defense that the MAAC knows them for. They're gritty Jasper D, and they got to make shots.
And Manhattan allowing just 62 points per game entering today. Quinnipiac is just 9 points shy of that, and we still have 15 minutes to go here from the Bronx. Ant Nelson from the elbow. Not enough on it. And here come the Bobcats. Blanc pulls up for 3. You bet. He's on fire. 19 points and counting.
He's on fire, and you got to stop the ball. There was no ball stoppage. He pulled up for the wide open 3.
Blocking foul down low once again for the second time in as many minutes. This one's going against J.J. Riggins, but on the other end, Nyala, look out for Matt Blanc.
He had time to make coffee on that one. You got to read the scout, Manhattan. Blanc has been eating y'all up.
What's the defensive breakdown there? How does he get that open?
Well, on transition defense, you usually have to have a ball stopper. There was no ball stopper there. A lot of them just ran back to the paint. You got to communicate on defense, make sure somebody gets ball.
If Manhattan is going to make a comeback, it'll most likely come by the man with the ball right now. Jose Perez gets the layup on cue. He now ties the team high with 13 points. But Quinnipiac is wasting no time. Can't get the layup to go. The Jaspers caught a break there.
Really did. Transition defense was lacking.
Perez off to Nelson. Kick out. 3. Stewart. It's good.
Stewart, he's a leader on this team. He may not be high when it comes to points scored, but he makes the most timely of threes.
The Dratty faithful on their feet, trying to help with this comeback. Jones's layup is too easy.
Beautiful move. Use the 2-step to create space. Use the finish and use the rim as a protector as well.
Desi Jones called on by Coach Pecora. Still in that transitioning phase from the community college level, but you wouldn't tell by that layup. Watson's 3 is short. Here come the Bobcats once again. Rigoni, deep 3. Jaspers upping the tempo. It's Perez with the twist. Earns himself a couple of opportunities at the line.
That's a great attack. And getting to the line, maybe they need to slow down a little bit. The Quinnipiac have been running them down the floor. Their transition defense has been a little iffy. So good move by Perez to slow the ball down, get to the line, maybe score some easy buckets.
So Jose Perez, 13 points so far. He's a 64% shooter. And he was one of, if not the main reason for that come-from-behind overtime win on Friday against Siena. He had 23 points. And this first free throw can't fall. Perez now 2 of 3 at the line, and he misses both. If you're going to come back, can't have that.
Need to make the free throws.
Rigoni drives, no look feed to Jones. Deflected by Ant Nelson. What have you noticed just from a broad perspective? The offenses on both sides in the second half looks like night and day compared to the sloppiness of the first.
Yeah, and in the beginning of the first half, they were sloppy. They were settling into their game routines. When it comes after halftime, the coaches have sat them down. They've gotten to the rhythm, and they're able to score the ball way more efficiently than in the first.
It's a 15-point advantage for Quinnipiac. Jones's 3 has too much on it. And Manhattan try to cut away here. Perez back towards the basket, facing a double team. Kicks out Nelson. Nice feed. Warren Williams can't finish the point-blank layup.
And it looked like he was a little too deep, kind of lost where he was. Tried to lay it up, but just dunk it. Go up strong and dunk it to ensure the 2 points.
A foul on Perez. But Warren Williams, he's going to be thinking about this one for quite a while.
Yeah, really too deep for the finger roll what he wanted to do. When you're that deep, you either got to put it off the glass on the left side or you got to dunk it.
The Jaspers showing a full court press here. Down by 15, 12 and a half remaining in regulation. Remember, this was a 2-point game out of the break, but it's been all Bobcats in this second half. Blanc, why not? In and out.
That was a bit of a heat check, I'd say.
He's got a team-high 19, a nice feed. Warren Williams won't miss that layup. And the lead's back to 13 for the Bobcats.
A much-needed finish for the big man in the paint. Maybe that'll get him going.
Jones, a nice move. Kicks out to King. Lewis drives through some traffic. The fake with under 10 to shoot. It's Jones, the floater. No. And Manhattan comes up with it. Here come the Jaspers quickly. Ant Nelson coast to coast. The floater is good. The lead is now 11. Timeout Baker, Dunleavy, and Quinnipiac.
Great execution by Nelson on the floater on the break.
So the lead's been as many as 18. Now it's 11. We'll step aside with 11 and a half to go here from the Bronx. Don't go anywhere.